Aloha, my name is Inner Alchemy coming to you from beautiful Florida. I'm a holistic wellness coach and I guide female leaders and innovators in their midlife to find new alignment and meaning to optimize their present life to the maximum happiness and leave behind a legacy to be proud of. So today I wanted to share with you a beautiful story which just recently happened to me, and then also what you can do to start to live such a magical life yourself as well. Yesterday was a very historical moment. I did my very first Inner Alchemy playshop live, meaning that people could come into the same room here in Daytona Beach, Florida, and we could really have fun and have a blast for 3 hours learning what this inner alchemy is about, who is the inner child, inner woman, inner man, how we can start to work and communicate and play with them as well, start the healing process with them and resetting them. It was a very deep and amazing opportunity to take it to the next level and also, create seeds for the future, possibilities here. I pretty much, as this was happening, understood that, wow, one of the things which I didn't do, which I usually do prior my events, is I sit down with my inner woman and we talk about logistics. We talk about what is the best time for this, what is the timing of the day, and then also other things to consider. I was just so excited for this opportunity that I didn't even think to check these things. And then, of course, I realized how this actually influenced the outcome, but nothing to worry about because I got an experience. I got to know what and how I would do different in the future. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity and the experience anyways. But what was really interesting was after the event was done, I packed everything and I had quite many bags to take to the car. I had a beautiful lady who was actually there as a volunteer coming to help me and take some of the bags to the car. As I was looking and checking over the room that nothing was left behind, I didn't see any other bags left there. I took off, I came home, I was so excited, I was sharing what happened with my husband. And then after some time, I got the message that, hey, Crystal, we found one of your bags. And I still didn't register which bag or whatever. It's oh, no worries. I can go and get it tomorrow or something. And just some hours later, I'm starting to check okay, so where is my computer? And then I realized, wow, I left my computer back behind. And then, of course, all my saboteurs were coming in full run. Oh my God, Crystal, this is the end of the world. When was the last time you did a backup to your computer? What if someone finds it and, steals it? It's not just whatever computer, it's a MacBook Pro, right? So, all these thoughts were running through my head. And it was 9 p.m. at nighttime. So as I'm now in the mental fitness coaching program, it's wow, great. This is an opportunity to practice what I'm learning and teaching others too. So I sat down and I did my PQ repetitions, which are certain exercises which you do to bring your brain from that negative and stress to the right side, where you basically go into ease and smooth and stress-free and connect also with your sage. So that's what I did for 8 minutes. And I understood that, okay, what is the gift of it? I understood that my sage was actually organizing a little computer-free evening for me. And as I'm just so passionate about my work, I hardly ever have a day when I don't even turn my computer on. It's on, even if it's just a little bit, it's on every day. And I know many of you may have a similar problem, right? So my sage and also I think my inner woman were yeah, after this push you did with this new big historic moment, you need to rest and you really have deserved it. And we know that you don't do it any other way than just, creating this opportunity this way. And as I was going to bed, I was a little bit kind of hesitant, oh, I don't know, maybe I should worry a little bit more, I don't know if my computer is safe and so on. But my sage was really giving me messages that, don't you worry, it's all okay. It will be there in the morning. And also, if it's not, there is a gift in it and a lesson. So it's like, okay, I'm not giving any negative energy to it, and I'm going to go to bed and then deal with it in the morning. Then think about the divine timing. We were changing the time and turning the clocks here in Florida yesterday. In Estonia, where I still have lots of coaching calls, they don't do it until the end of the March. So basically, all of my calls, which were regularly 1 hour earlier, were now 1 hour later, which meant that basically I was going to start my call 1 hour later. So I was checking out when is the event place opening, and it was 11 o'clock, and I knew that if I drive there earlier and they open and I can get it basically right then, I can reach it and come back on time. And as I was going into the room, I thought that, they had like pulled the bag somewhere, behind the counter or somewhere else. But it was still in the big, hall, which meant that the last 3 hours of the day, my computer was still on that main hall. And there are sometimes, people walking, and there is another door which is basically open. Anyone could basically just walk in and walk out with the bag. But none of that happened. My bag was still there. I got my computer, I hugged it, and I almost cried out of, happiness that it was still there. And I thought back, kind of going back in time is how the heck did that happen? I actually remember I checked with my eyes, the whole room, and I didn't see any bag left behind. What happened? So what happens when we do our spiritual work, and now when we have also enhancers? In my case right now, I've been working with my Moldavite, and I'm actually wearing one. So what happened was I actually shifted myself into a different dimension. And what happens then is that some of the things turn invisible. So I checked the room, I didn't see any bag. I actually even remember I put the bag around and over my shoulder, and this didn't happen. So I was like, wow, am I really tripping, or what's going on? So when we do the spiritual work, or the work we're supposed to here to do, the Moldavite also basically what it does, it actually enhances it and amplifies and empowers us, and everything gets so much higher frequency that we may need extra, grounding. Even though I had smoky quartz on me, and I even also had some other crystals on me, which were supposed to be really grounding, but obviously I needed a little more. I'll do a different video about Moldavite because I've been just collecting some information and my journey with it. But for now, I just kind of give you little bites and teasers here. It's amazing. And also the connection to the new time energy as a new time stone, as they call it, So all in all, basically what I want to say is I had this beautiful experience, beautiful lesson and gift from my inner family and my sage. And I went through this 12 hours with such ease and such flow. And also I understood also what my inner woman and inner man were giving us messages was that, okay, Crystal, you need to do your backup, which is overdue. And then also you need to ground yourself many more times, because there are other things which have happened during the last weeks. And I think it's also connected to Moldavite. I'm kind of flying around and not really grounded. So another message on that. And then also, again, a reminder, we give you a warning. You really need to take also at least 1 day a week, completely off when you unplug. And then this is your recharge, and this is the way you need to do it. So I really need to see how I can do it so that I can give myself that rest. And why this is also important is that nowadays, so many of us, we are in constant stress. Our nervous system is under so much pressure. And if we don't give that total unplugged time or possibilities, we can really burn it out. And that's like no fun at all. I know people who have done it, and it's really long and hard recovery. So you guys be a little more, attentive about that. So why I'm doing this video is like after this happened, I'm actually collecting now also all of my amazing sage stories, which I've had now so many of. I have been in a mental fitness and positive intelligence coaching program for 7 months. I'm getting to the end tail of it, and next month I'm going to go through the certification process. So by May, I will be hopefully then like fully certified. But still, as I'm going through this, I need more practice, and I have already done several groups in Estonian, but I'm now ready to also open up for more people to do this also in English. So what I have done, I have put actually together an amazing package. I call it Reset Your Sage, because each one of us, we have it. Doesn't matter what's your gender, where you are from, what's your situation right now. Each one of us would really benefit to connect to your sage and start to do your things in a different way. So I'm planning to start a new group in April in English. So if any of you would like to have more information or jump on board, let me know. I'll also link another information here, some additional stuff. And it's 3 months where we go through the main videos and stuff from Shirshad Samin, who is the program founder. And he will introduce the 10 saboteurs inside of us, and then also Sage. And Sage has 5 powers, how we can connect to all of these, how we can integrate all of these, tools into our everyday life, and how this can actually start to make a huge difference in our happiness and lifestyle and the way we are working and creating life. As the whole planet is going more into the new time energy and more flow and ease and the feminine, then every one of us who is connected to Sage will have huge benefits on every level. I have noticed that my clients who have done this, they have boosted their sexuality and intimacy. They have boosted their relationship with themselves, with others. They have boosted their health. They have boosted their life mission. And also, of course, all of the previous one will also benefit the holistic abundance, including money. So it's a very holistic system, and it will definitely make a difference in your life. And once you are in it, everyone who is around you will also start to feel and get a little bit of influence of those ripples you are going through. And living with Sage and connecting with your Sage means that you will have so many more like peaceful moments in your life. You will have a toolbox how to address challenges in your life. And my life is like so easy and so different now. The matter of fact, my husband at times can ask like, okay, honey, are you okay? You're kind of too quiet and too calm, like what's going on? So that shows that all of these tools I've been like putting into works are actually working, because I'm not stressing out about things. And I know that, okay, everything is divine. Like even this computer thing, the divine timing, I needed the, break, and that what was created. So, and everything happened like, no one even, told that was my computer bag, because it's a personal thing. No one even dared to open it, right? So, and then I was like, also, wow, whoever was protecting my bag, I also took a moment to thank all those spirits who were there to do this, because this is huge. So, to also feel that you are protected and cared for by the invisible world. So how cool. And then I knew that this had to happen so that I could share the story, and then also, inspire and motivate others also to start their magical life with this beautiful invitation. I'll also post a little TED talk about this topic with Shirzad Shamin. I'll also put a little link of my own Facebook Live and also a little document I did, which actually shows those 5 hours of SAGE and some of the ideas how our brain is working in those 2 systems. So you get lots of bonuses with this video as well. So in case you are really interested in this and would like to jump on board by the beginning of April, please let me know and we'll start the communication. We can do a discovery call to figure out also what do you need and why would this work for you. And I'll also put the discovery call Calendly link below so that you can actually already book your call. So I'm pretty busy, so I don't have many times available there, but try to make those times I have there to work, and then we can connect and see if this would be an amazing match for you. So, and I also put another link, which I just did a couple of days ago. I wrote a beautiful blog post about how happiness is choice. And I really recommend you to read it. It's quite long, 1,700 words, but it's definitely worth it because I'll do a little summary of a little bit of the time I've worked here in Daytona in the metaphysical shop. What are the things I've noticed, a little bit of my past in Oslo, and what this all means and how is this connected? Happiness is your choice. So lots of goodies. And even though I haven't done much of regular stuff with videos and stuff recently, I haven't forgotten you. My Facebook timeline is full of inspiration almost daily. So now I'm gonna change a little bit of my systems and structure. So you will see some changes are coming. So, and also I've had a very long break from my podcast because I totally burned out with this. So I'm going to finalize with the videos and podcasts, which I have pre-recorded. And from then on, I'll actually start to do podcast as a community project, meaning I'm going to do a group. And then if you want to be part of it, it will be with a little subscription fee so that you can get more value and more content and all of the goodies coming with it. So yeah, sometimes we need to do these things so that we can reset the system in such a way that they will also start to serve us more. I could say the 2 years I was doing the podcast in Estonian and in English was an amazing community project, taking 10 hours of my time every week. I had a little bit of help with the Estonian one, but basically none with the English one. My husband helped a little bit with some tech stuff, but most of the stuff was on my shoulders. I really enjoy it. I would like to do it also as much as I can, but it is very time consuming to do it in that format. And I know that I can change it and I can do it differently so that it would serve more me and also create a community around it. So, and also one of the other things, if you haven't checked recently, I started actually a group, holistic wellness walks, which is basically where I take you with me to different places and parts here in Daytona and share a little bit of like a wellness tip also with each walk. Many of the mornings I go to the beach, so you will see also the sunrise from the ocean or some other, things happening. So you will also see a little bit of Daytona and also get lots of like wellness tips. So right now I'm getting close to 50 wellness tips, and in the future I want to put all of these tips into the cards connected to the beautiful pictures I've taken, and then put it together so you could also purchase this and work on your wellness. So these wellness tips actually come to me as we go. So I just totally trust whatever is actually relevant at that moment and share it that way. So I'm not lazy. I'm not just sitting here doing nothing. As always, I'm pretty busy. It's just like I'm restructuring. So bear with me, be patient. And I'm always here for you if any of you would like to have me as your coach in other ways or would need a customized program. So yeah, so that's it for now. So let me know if there's anything I can do. And please jump on board with this beautiful mental fitness program, which I call Mental Freedom Program. So aloha and see you soon. Bye.